Across the South Coast, live from Solent University, you're listening to Solent Sports News.
Welcome to Solent Sport News. I'm Barbara Lorusso and this is your 1 p.m. bulletin. Islay Football Club have named a new manager today. The Spitfires sacked Richard Hill after Saturday's 3-0 defeat away to Ebbsfleet United. In the last hours, Southampton legend Calvin Davis has taken over. Islay haven't won a league match since December. Southampton are back to winning ways after a 2-0 win against West Brom on Friday. Goals from loanees Ryan Fraser and David Brooks separated the sides. Saints are now third in the league and play Hull City tomorrow night. Saints women move up to the third in the Women's Championship after a 2-1 win against Birmingham City. Their next game is away to promotion rival Sunderland on Sunday. Pressure is growing on Bayern Munich manager Thomas Tuchel after losing his third game in a row. Bayern suffered a shock 3-2 defeat to 11th place VfL Bochum yesterday evening. The ex-Chelsea manager has said it is well below the club's expectation.
We wanted to close the gap before the week. The opposite happened. We wanted to win all three matches. We lost all three, which is, of course, way below our expectation and demands to ourselves.
Manchester United legend Gary Neville has hailed Newcastle sporting director Dan Ashworth as competent. This comes after he has been linked with a £20 million move to the Red Devils. Southampton's Jason Wilcox has also been linked with the job.
What Ten Hag will look at and think is the people that were at United who've signed badly for 10 years are still there, and I need some sort of competent people. I think if Dan Ashworth comes in, he'll step aside and let him get on with it.
And now we have European football expert Callum Camp previewing this week's Champions League games. Callum, how do you think Arsenal will do in the first Champions League knockout game since 2017?
Well, I don't think they can do quite as bad as they did last time. 2017 was their last Champions League knockout game where they went out in this round on 10-2 against Bayern Munich on aggregate, which is a very poor performance. So they'll be facing Porto this time round, who haven't done as well in the league as they have done in past years, but Arsenal should be strong enough to beat them.
Lovely. And what can you tell us about the Europa and Conference League fixtures?
Yeah, so there's no English teams at this stage of the Europa League or Europa Conference League. It's the teams that came second in their group, facing teams that have dropped down from higher up European leagues. But the English teams will still very much be interested in looking at who they might be facing in the next round. There's some very big teams in there. So the Europa League teams could face former Champions League winners like Marseille, and then big clubs like Roma, Sporting and Benfica. Whereas for Europa Conference League, there's still some big names in there, including Jordan Henderson's Ajax.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Callum. Formula 1 now, and the Red Bull team principal Chris Horner has been accused of inappropriate behavior with one of his employees. Horner has been put under investigation for the last 2 weeks, and apparently the final decision on his future will be made this week, before the start of the F1 2024 season. NBA, and last night East Coast came back winning after 10 years. In the All-Star game, Western Conference lost 211-186 after Damian Lillard scoring 39 points and 11 triples, winning the first MVP award of his career. And that's all from us now. I'll be back in an hour. I've been Barbara Lorusso, and remember, you can keep up to date on our website, solentsportnews.com. See you in the next hour, 2 p.m.